Let's talk about some keys to successfully selling the modern buyer. The first one is knowing your rules and fundamentals. Now, I play a little bit of golf. Let's think of a golf rule here. I think there's a rule regarding going out of bounds. There's another rule or two about sand traps and water traps. If you play with a serious golfer, I guess even if you play by yourself and you want to seriously improve your game, you're going to make note of any rules that you break, and you're probably going to mark your scorecard accordingly. Now, there's also some golf fundamentals. Take a practice stroke. Focus on where you want the ball to go, not where you want it to not go. Maybe check your breathing. Now, I don't know of anybody who actually will mark on their scorecard when they broke a fundamental and deduct a stroke or two, or add a stroke or two for that matter. But really, I think the professionals in every area, they've gotten confused at some point in their lives, and they all seem to have confused rules with fundamentals. And what I mean by that is they learned the fundamentals of their game. It could be golf, soccer, sales training, then converted those fundamentals into personal rules. With that level of conviction in the process, you're sure to be successful. Also, a professional sales process is something you do for your customer, not something you do to them. Always project that you're genuinely helpful and present yourself as a professional at all times. The next point, very important. Please don't be afraid of your buyer. Top salespeople are not on the phone because they're busy. They are busy because they're on the phone. Next point, don't get emotionally attached to the buyer situation. I remember a few years ago working as a business manager at a GM dealership in Toronto. A salesperson actually came in and seriously wanted to co-sign in the credit application for a credit-unworthy consumer. Obviously, they were caught up in that person's situation emotionally, and it was about to cost them personally. Don't be silly. Next point, confront fears of the unknown, frame the sale, and initiate the discussion of numbers and the appraisal process as early as possible. Get reactions, then redirect as needed. This next point, extremely important. Listen 80% of the time and speak 20%. Follow the basics and have a track to run on, but don't get hung up on the order of events. Your ongoing qualification, investigating, and visiting, very important. Complete your pre-appraisal on the trade-in properly and hand it off to management for evaluation. 2 or 3 well-timed WYCs, or would you consider? Would you consider a package up? Would you consider a different vehicle? Maybe would you consider leasing? Many presentations in the showroom, on the lot, during the demonstration drive, perhaps just before closing. Introduction to other people in the building, perhaps a sales manager or your shift buddy or someone in service. And always complete your paperwork properly.